Hi, it's Ben Guyton here with the Hoffman Group, and I appreciate you again looking at our email video that we send out each month. And as we talked about last month, I wanted to just kind of recap a little bit on the home inspection process that typically takes place in all real estate transactions. Most often I get three common questions about the home inspection process, and I'll cover those briefly. However, if you do want more information about this subject, you can reach out to me anytime at the email address or the phone number here on the newsletter. Or you can also go onto our YouTube channel at Guyton Realty Group and search for the home inspection process. I have a little more comprehensive video there. So the first question is from sellers is, does a buyer have the right to cancel the purchase agreement if they don't agree to fix all of their requests? Well, just briefly, no, that's not true. The contract, the state purchase agreement, identifies very specific things that a seller must address or allow the buyer out of the contract. Those things are typically electrical components, plumbing components, roof can't be leaking, windows can't be leaking, things of that sort. But all of the requests made by buyers are certainly not at the seller's responsibility to get it fixed. The second question is, if you're a buyer and you get a home inspection report, should all of those items be submitted to the seller to repair? And again, kind of goes back to the first thing, the specific items are identified on the state purchase agreement, and anything beyond those would be at the seller's pleasure to do. So let's say that there's a cracked tile or a frosted window because the seal is broken or something like that. You can submit those things as long as you understand that the seller does not have to fix them. And it does not require an additional situation where you should be negotiating price or anything like that. Now, these two items pertain specifically to the inspection clause in the purchase agreement. There's a new clause in there called the due diligence agreement, which does open it up a little bit, because under the contract under the due diligence clause, then a buyer has unilateral right to cancel a purchase agreement for any reason during that due diligence period. So if you accept a contract today on say the 3rd of the month, then the buyer has until, say, the 30th of the month. For any reason during those 27 days, the buyer decides they don't want to purchase the home, they can cancel it. So be very aware of the type of contract that you're signing if you're a seller. And if you want the type of protection that gives you the right to cancel as a buyer, make sure that you enter in there as a due diligence agreement. Again, this is just touching the surface. So if there's any additional information that you would like to hear or see, feel free to call me or email me anytime. And thanks again for looking at our newsletter. Bye-bye.